I got the Keychron K2 and the RK84. Which one's better? Let's find out. Yo, what is up guys? Aaron here. And today I'll be comparing two of the most popular keyboards you can buy on a budget. We got the Keychron K2 and the RK84. And the reason why they're so popular is because, well, first the price, and second, they're both hot-swappable and they're both wireless. So today I'll be comparing the two keyboards and hopefully answer some of your questions and ultimately determine which keyboard is the better keyboard. Let's get started. First, let's compare the design, and I'll include the build quality in this as well. And first things first, the Keychron K2 and the RK84 both share the same 75% 10 keyless form factor. Both have 84 keys with a very similar layout. However, the K2 comes with a dedicated lighting effect key, while the RK84 does not. The RK84 weighs in at about 800 grams, while the Keychron K2 weighs in at about 670 grams, making the RK84 about 0.3 pounds heavier. The RK84 is also a couple millimeters larger in dimension. However, the RK84 does come with a removable frame, which makes them equivalent in size. One noticeable difference when you compare the two is just the angle which the keyboard sits. They're both 40 millimeters in height. However, the K2 has a slight elevated front which gives it a flatter look. The RK84 comes with two magnetic feet, while the K2 is accompanied by two dual angle kickstands. Both have the same height. However, you can shave a couple millimeters off with the K2 since you have two heights to choose from. The keycaps are also identical. Both are made with double shot ABS plastic with clear legends. However, one downside with the K2 is that the legends on the black keycaps are barely visible, and even with the backlighting on, the legends are still barely legible. With that said, I love the minimal design, and that black and white contrast definitely makes it stand out. Both keyboards are plastic and both feel really well built. In my opinion, the RK84 feels a bit more sturdy, but I think that's mainly due to the extra weight. Now, what makes these keyboards special is that they're both hot swappable, and you also get 3 switches to choose from. You got the red, blue, and brown switches. The Keychron K2, however, comes with Gateron switches, while the RK84 comes with the RK branded TTCK switches. And before we get into the sound test, if you guys haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, it'll really help out the channel, and don't forget to smash the like button as well. Anyways, let's check out the sound test. So both keyboards come pre-lubed and offer a pleasant typing experience. In my opinion, the K2 sounds better, while the RK84 has a more tactile feel. Now here's where things start to get a little interesting. As I said before, the K2 and the RK84 can both function as a wireless keyboard. Bluetooth 5.0 for the RK84 and Bluetooth 5.1 for the K2. However, the RK84 comes with an additional USB dongle, so you get 2 methods of connecting wirelessly. Now, if you want to use the keyboard wired, this is where the K2 starts to run into some problems. The cable that it comes with is fairly short at 49 inches, while the RK84 comes with a cable that's 66 inches. And on top of that, instead of having the port on the rear of the keyboard, Keychron decided to place it on the left of the keyboard. For my setup, I have the PC to the right of me, and even with the cable fully extended, it still wasn't long enough for the keyboard to sit comfortably. Of course, you can buy a longer cable separately, but it's just a poor design on Keychron's part. On the other hand, the RK84 has a USB port on the rear, plus 2 additional USB ports, so good job to Royal Kludge. Of course, in order for the keyboards to run wirelessly, they would need a battery, in which they do. We have a 3750 mAh battery on the RK84 and a slightly larger 4000 mAh battery on the K2. Both will rate you over 200 hours without any backlighting, but the K2 might be able to squeeze in an extra day. And lastly, the RK84 does come with software for further configurations, You can change the RGB effects and assign keys to your liking, and also save profiles, which do load up every time you boot up. The Keychron, however, does not come with software, but either way, both keyboards work entirely well without any software. So which one is better? That's a tough one, because although they seem quite similar, they're actually not. The RK84 just gives you a lot more for less. You get RGB lighting, Bluetooth and USB wireless connection, a removable frame, software, all for $80. The Keychron K2, on the other hand, in my opinion, just has a better typing experience when it comes to sound and feel. But of course, that's just based on my preference. My only gripe with the K2 is using the keyboard wired with the awkward placement of the USB port and the short cable. The K2 is also available for $80 with only the white backlighting, but if you want the RGB, you would have to pay an extra $10. As I said before, they both give you a pretty similar experience, but the RK84 does better than the K2 in some things, but the K2 does better than the RK84 in the other things. So if you guys want a keyboard with loaded features and a lot of functionality, I'd probably go with the RK84. But if you guys want a keyboard that's a slightly better typing experience, I'm not saying it's much better, just slightly, then I'd probably go with the K2. So just in case you guys are curious, I left a link down below for both these keyboards. And if you guys do currently own these keyboards, let me know down in the comments below and share your experience. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Anyways guys, I hope this helped, and if you guys haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment. I'll always appreciate your support. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.